Yo, what's up? What's up? Walz, Rantz, game time, chilling. That song was very evident of what I'm about to talk about right now. A little ironic about it. I don't know if I'm using the word properly, but I get money. A lot of athletes get money, and a lot of athletes don't know what to do with it, and a lot of athletes blow it, and a lot of athletes turn to what happened to Warren Sapp the other day and file for bankruptcy. I read a stat. I was just reading up on it. 78% of NFL players within 2 years after playing, they filed for bankruptcy. 60% of NBA players. And I know that the stat didn't tell how many years they play, how much money they made, but it's a consistent theme. And I'm definitely, first of all, one, not to diss people's money, because I'm an idiot with money. I throw money away like it's nothing. And two, I'm one to also advocate that we don't know what pro athletes go through. We can't sit here and judge them in that way. But I remember talking about Warren Sapp. This is he owes $6.7 million to creditors. This is the same guy who signed a deal, I remember back in the day, for 7 years, $36 million. Makes $115,000 monthly now, currently. Works for NFL Network, makes $45,000 with them, and other sources, how he makes his money. He was the one the other day. This is why I kind of bring it up, because I don't want to call people's money, but it's kind of a growing theme. And he called out Jeremy Shockey a couple weeks ago, dealing with the bounty scandal, called him a snitch, calling him out. I'm sure he's laughing at it. And he's also making strong claims about Greg Williams, about the heinous acts, all this stuff. It's the worst thing we've seen in the game, and those are all true things. Whatever, I don't know about the thing with Shockey, but take a step back from it about athletes. I remember the one quote I read under the Twitter feed about Warren Sapp, one of the guys saying, this is what makes us hardworking sports fans pissed off. And you kind of, like, you read what these guys do, like AI, Terrell Owens. Aaron Allen honestly made $200 million in his career. He filed bankruptcy. Terrell Owens, Scottie Pippen made over $100 million. Kenny the Jet Smith, who we see on TNT, made $60 million. Luckily, he got a good job still now. And obviously, if you go from poverty or college or whatever the case may be before you're an athlete, just to jump into that and just have all this money and just you go crazy. And I get it, but why? Like, I don't understand how. It doesn't matter how stupid you are with money, and this is where I get angry about it. This is where it doesn't matter how I can't relate to these people. I know if I get, I always say I'm weird like that. If I say I'm gonna win a lottery, which these guys seem to do yearly, I always say I'm gonna go take X amount of money and go play with it. Go to Vegas, go crazy, just do whatever nut stuff. Put this amount, invest this amount, and just save this amount, like a low yield bond, just low interest account, something that's sitting there. Some of these guys say, oh, they have their money in poor investments. Are you putting all your money in an investment? Have you not heard about diversifying? Like, this is not, like, it shouldn't take you that much to know that if you make $10 million, $2 million, $3 million should be sitting somewhere. Try to invest and make more with the rest of it, and then have your fun, because obviously you're entitled to something. But one of the perks about being a pro athlete is you should be able to set yourself for life and not have to go with the struggles of what the common person goes through. That's what I don't understand. Like, a lot of these guys, the funniest thing about the guys is, like, let me see the other things. The divorce rates among athletes is like 60 to 80%. These guys, is it not athlete 101 that there'll be all these potential baby mamas that want to come and get with you just because of your money, and they'll try to marry you just because of your money, and then get your money in alimony when you're divorced? Like, are you not, like, it's not about, like, oh, I didn't know and I was just, I didn't care. Like, it's just have a brain. There's gold diggers that are in Toronto right now chilling with these, like, drug dealer guys who make like $100K, and they're buying bottles, and girls are flocking them. If you're an athlete, you're making 7 figures, 8 figures, your net worth should be 9 figures, and you're letting these people do that to you. You let women take you without a freaking what's it called, a prenuptial agreement. Like, don't be such a dumb idiot. Like, having isn't, like, I would figure. It's like, what in that song says, have a baby by me, be a billionaire. I write a check before the baby comes, who the fuck cares? And Fitty can say that, because Fitty, he's not an idiot. He's a businessman first. Like, a lot of these athletes aren't, which is fine. They're athletes, but you gotta know, that's the trap. The absolute trap is getting a woman pregnant and having to pay her child support based on what you owe or what you make. It's like athlete 101. How do you fall for it? Like, I get it. You don't want condoms for poor people or whatever the hell your mentality is, but what are you doing? You're trapping yourself. And, like, the thing is, this problem, it goes back to when should we have learned about this stuff? But I always wonder that, because I look back at my schooling, and there was just so much waste of education I had. Just waste. And when I got out of school, I was just the credit cards, woo, go crazy. And then, of course, you learn, because I got a brain, I was in the financial industry, so you learn how it goes, but no one's teaching anybody anything. We're learning about planets and Jupiter and Neptune and then we're learning philosophy and like Socrates and all this stuff. Why are we not learning what to do with our money? So it's like I can diss these athletes, and I will. I think it's ridiculous how these guys blow all their money. I think it's ridiculous. Have your fun, but have a plan. But where are we learning? Like who's teaching us? And that's the problem. From lower class, middle class to the ballers who are making $10 million a year, no one's teaching these people. And obviously, it's up to us to make a move and to go into it and learn about it. But there should be courses taught from high school into college. There should be mandatory courses on how to deal with your money. Look at the world now. Everyone's blaming everybody for going to have credit card debts and mortgages that they can't afford. We're just trying to figure it out. Most of us aren't as lucky as these pro athletes who are just balling, so people are just trying to get through. But I don't know, they should teach the course like that. They really should teach course like that. But that's why like Warren Sapp and these kind of guys, you get trapped. You gotta know better. And the thing about Warren Sapp, he's a pretty self-righteous guy, and that's why it's kind of weird for him to be on blast now with the most embarrassing. Because I think it's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. If you've made like 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollars and you're filing for bankruptcy at any point in your life, you can't say, oh, bad investments, all that stuff. You're the one that put all your eggs in one basket, or you trusted the wrong people. That's still stupid itself. So figure it out. Like seriously, figure it out. Like find a way to like make it work. Have your fun money, have your future money, have like just use a brain. These guys have like nine kids. Look at Sean Kemp. This guy's still paying child support for 9 kids to all these different girls. What are you doing? Like what do you think? Like, what's going through your head? Just have sex? Like I love sex. I was worth 10 million. I'm getting A, some birth control, and B, like just like if you're marrying these girls or whatever, just find some paperwork that makes it not ridiculous to screw the rest of your life. Because once your playing days are over, you still gotta pay for babies. Then babies don't just leave. They don't turn 18 like the second you retire. It's just nonsense. And that's Walz Rantz. Enough of me. Yeah, everybody stay G. Watch your money. Be careful. If you get rich, stay rich. Don't be a fool. And there's a rat race out there. If you can find a way to get ahead, get ahead. Don't give it all back like some of these idiots. That's Walz Rantz. Stay G, everybody. Peace.